Our heroes were attacked by a group named Nova Sordo. Brevik and Bjorn were captured. Nico was killed, and Badface and Chim barely escaped. Brevik and Bjorn were being held hostage somewhere in an unknown location. As Chim fled, he was able to find his way back to Bindleljam's tower in the woods. Chim was busy catching him up on the ambush as a wounded Badface limped to the entrance of the tower. The group discussed options on how to find their friends and get back to the surface when a familiar face showed up and started triggering the security systems. A wounded, exhausted Lavero had tracked Badface's blood trail and scent, but was stuck outside the tower.
This guy again. I don't trust him. I'll deal with this. You again. We get ambushed and you vanish. Now you follow us here.
I had no part in that, I swear. I just followed the muddy trail of blood and orcs to find you. I'm alone out here.
I'm not buying it.
Chim and Bindleljam watched from above as Badface once again slashed into Lavero, bringing him down. He then brought his unconscious body upstairs. Chim felt bad about the abuse that Lavero had suffered and once again gave him a potion to bring him back up. He apologized, but warned Lavero that they were still wary, despite the bard suffering only abuse at the hands of the group. As they talked, Bindleljam tinkered with a transmo that they gave him, which spurred several ideas. He figured that he could use his teleports with some adjustment to get them back to Wiswan, but that he would stay here. Blister's dilemma. The gang arrived on Wiswan and quickly decided to let Lavero go his own way, but not without a final parting threat of retribution from Badface. Now just the two of them, they traveled to the Blitzkrieg to catch Blister up to speed. They arrived and met with Narrated and informed him that they had to speak with Blister immediately. As they waited, Badface struck up a conversation with someone at the bar. He recognized him as Garnet Tierburden, the Dwarf King's brother, who lost money to Bjorn during Chim's fights. He was annoyed that Blister wasn't seeing them right away, so he started to brag to Garnet about how they were in possession of Ukabil. Chim headed up to see Blister, just as Garnet started to really pry with the questions about Ukabil. Chim informed Blister that they now had possession of Ukabil, but that an unknown group ambushed them and captured Brevik and Bjorn. As he described the group, the blood and expression drained from Blister's face.
And Nova Sordo was in it. I don't want to be. Sorry, my man.
Wait a minute. Who are they? I don't even understand what the big deal is.
They foreshadow my group that has been working for the venerated chalice for a long time. They don't show up very often, but when they do, it's game over.
Well, Blister, they want a Kabul, and they want to trade Brevik and Bjorn for it.
Okay, shit, let me think for a minute.
Blister considered his options and decided to call in one of his specialists. His top information merchant, Hennessy, explained to the group that she's heard whispers of an abandoned church on Fabrica that was once used as a hideout for the group. The group gathered to take a secret tunnel and shift to a different hideout where they could plan better. As they left, Blister sent a couple tweets off to key mercenaries he knew. Extraction. At Blister's hideout, Henny explained that her intel went a little deeper and that the tiefling member of the group had been seen near the church recently. Of the various mercenaries Blister contacted, only 4 showed up. The first was Thug Leathergut, an unscrupulous ranger who had no qualms about drawing Nova Sordo's attention. The second was Wixilek, the 26th, a goblin explosives expert who takes any job that allows him to blow stuff up. Lastly, 2 Warforged mercenaries, Darga the monk and Akuta, a mechanical warlock. They had been engineered to make it impossible to reveal their employer, a key consideration for Blister's involvement. Blister reminded them that the top priority is not letting his involvement be known. He understands that Ukabil may be lost to them if it is to come to that.
Good luck. You're gonna need it.
With that, the new group traveled to Fabrica and headed to the southern city of Silver Bluff to confront Novus Ordo and hopefully get Brevik and Bjorn back alive.